yadi man, like yadi, meaning you are like one of us now, like one of the yadis, one of the homies.
That's so cool.
That was so cool. That was
so
back
great.
in December too, before we got engaged. That was so fun.
Thanks,
really
Mama
nice.
Barrett. That made me feel real great. Hello.
Welcome back to our channel, the vacay edition.
Vacation.
P.S. Everything.
Let's look.
Everything. My cousin was like, I love the bloopers. These bloopers are for you, bloopers. I don't think last time we had any bloopers.
Yeah, we didn't really have any.
I live for the bloopers. Okay, we need to, I feel like, give a little backstory.
What, my brethren? Me go get my crepe. Me go get my picnic. Hunger licked me up. Gotta protect my edges. People have a lot to learn about other people's culture.
No more. Oh my God! It's a real ring!
I am Peter.
I'm Shireen.
And this is P.S. Everything.
That is so nice.
That was pretty good.
So that happens when you start dating a black woman. But like I would hear from them like, oh yeah, because I don't sound the same anymore. Let's just be real. I don't have the same like I did when I was a kid. And that's because of the whole like assimilation process and especially if you're in a profession where you have to talk to people. Yeah, and I feel like too when you assimilate into a culture, going back and forth sometimes is a little hard because you don't want that thick accent when you're talking to, especially in the nursing field, when you're talking to, giving instructions, telling people what to do. You kind of want them to understand what you're saying from their end, like they know what you're saying. So for me, a lot of the times I would hear my friends from back home, bacayad.
What's that?
Bacayad.
Backyard?
Bacayard. Like yad. So yadi. You ever heard somebody say
Your
yadi?
mom called me yadi.
Yeah. So when she met you, she thought you're yadi because like you just fit right in and flowed so well.
Explain what backyard means.
Back home.
Okay.
So yad means home.
Okay.
So bacayad, people from back home.
Okay.
So
a yadi would be
yadi is like for you would be a homeboy, like a yadi, like Jamaican place, like you're from home.
Okay.
So when she said to you, she's like, yeah, yadi man, like yadi, meaning you are like one of us now, like one of the yadis, one of the homies.
That's so cool.
That was so cool. That was
so
back
great.
in December too, before we got engaged. That was so fun.
Thanks,
really nice.
Mama Barrett. That made me feel real great. That made me feel awesome.
It was so nice, like talking to my mom this morning, and you know she was saying, randomly too, she was saying, you know, honestly, I tried my best raising you guys. You guys got to go on all the field trips, all the church trips. You know, we did our best, and it's every parent, like especially when you're in a country where you really don't have the fix-it like you do here. It's not as convenient. You can't just get up and say, oh, I'm gonna go to the grocery store and be fine. You know, everything is planned. You're walking everywhere. You don't really have money like that. So when they give you the best or they do the best that they can, you can't complain about that. Like my childhood was amazing. Yes, we had a fire that kind of like propelled us to where we are now, but if I think about it really, the fire to me was the most detrimental or devastating part of my childhood. I mean, we were like 7, 8 and everything we knew and loved was gone. But my mom made a big point too, like even before then they did their best, after then they did their best, and if it wasn't for the fire, I probably would have never met you. Like I don't think would ever move to this beautiful country if that fire didn't propel us into, okay, we need a better life now. But that's another part of life too, not living in regrets. You know, not living in the what happened then, but moving forward and making
seeing what that brought you.
And you could be dwelling on, oh wow, the fire really just did everything, took everything away. But why not just make new beginnings, make new nows and make new memories, and kind of went on a tangent. But so Christmas, I went to your family's Christmas at your grandma's house.
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace, Grandma. And everyone was singing in German, like the
Christmas we usually do like Christmas hymns on Christmas Eve. And we did O Christmas Tree in German, which is O Tannenbaum.
Yeah.
And we did Silent Night in German, which is Stille Nacht.
It's so fun that you know stuff like that.
Yeah, and we even did Stille Nacht in elementary school when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Like for our Christmas service growing up, we would do Stille Nacht as one of the verses because the area I grew up in is just so predominantly German heritage. Like they all moved there when they were settling. But okay, let's see. I got a couple other German
Sure,
things.
go.
Okay, so this is actually my great grandma's last name.
Ooh.
But it's a German word that my dad would say when we were sitting in his chair.
Sure.
My dad has a rocking chair that's his. And growing up, if we were ever in his chair, he'd say, schnell, schnell.
Means get up.
Actually, raus. So,
Raus.
raus is like, get up.
Yeah, I would hear him say raus.
Raus is like, get up, move.
Yeah.
And then schnell is quickly or fast. So I had a great grandma schnell. So he would say, raus, schnell, like, move quickly.
Move quickly, gotcha.
Yeah. So sometimes he'll still yell at us and say, raus, if we're sitting in his chair.
Yeah.
So don't sit in my dad's chair.
Don't sit in his chair.
You get in trouble.
He's so fun. He always, anywhere we go to, he always finds the rocking chair. It's so cool.
He needs to be moving.
He needs to be moving. He needs to rock.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Let's do one more Jamaican phrase.
Gwe.
Gwe? Is that like go away?
Yeah. Nice.
Gwe.
Gwe.
Gwe, my brethren.
You don't want to say that to your brethren.
Because my brethren, Gwe.
You're fired. No.
Me wanna forget some food.
Like, no.
Me,
Someone,
wait,
like, my
me.
aunt would say this all the time.
My aunt.
Gwe your backside. Like, meaning your backside. Like,
Get your butt away from me.
no, not like that. Like, backside mean like, so they would say like your backside meaning, it doesn't really have a meaning. It's just like an insult, but like a cute one. Yeah.
Still not like a swear.
No, well, no, it's not like a swear. They're actual like swear. But if somebody said my backside, like my mom would say probably don't say that if we're kids, meaning because she know you're saying it because it's for a reason.
Yeah.
So you're saying it in lieu of a curse word. I feel like, at least that's what I always thought it was.
Me, I want something to eat.
I want something to eat. Yeah.
I want something to eat. That one I need to remember.
Yeah. But the goal is to take you to Jamaica to meet my other sister Cheryl and well, hopefully we meet Barry.
Sweet.
And some of the other people, and then I hope they just talk freely around you, that way you could be immersed and assimilate to that culture just like I had to assimilate to this culture.
Yeah.
And then it'll be a twofer.
Yeah. I would love that.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Do you
One
wanna,
day.
Do you feel comfortable? Like around my family and
Oh yeah, for sure. And I said that from day one. Like I've never felt like a stranger or out of the loop.
yeah.
Like, and I'm so grateful for that, because I know there are a lot of people who are in interracial relationships that are not comfortable. Like, you know, they're reminded of their differences all the time, but not for me. I mean, they're curious, they ask me questions, but it's never like to the point where I feel uncomfortable or ever to the point where I feel like I'm different.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That's good.
So I've always felt comfortable around your family, and it's so great. They're all so fun. Yeah, it's really good.
I'm glad.
Yeah, thanks for asking. I feel like you ask me that, like, especially in our neighborhood that is predominantly white, you ask me like that all the time too. Like, how do you feel? Have you ever felt, especially with all that stuff that's going on in the world?
Yeah, it's just crazy.
It's just a scary
I'd rather not watch the
time.
news because the majority of people, and I really believe this, the majority of people are good, and the majority of people just want everybody to be fine and happy.
Yeah.
And whether what we forget is like whether you're like conservative or liberal, both like sides want what's best for everybody. They just have different ideas of what that is. So we forget that because we see them like someone else with a different idea.
Sure.
Like if you're on the right and you see someone on the left is like, I want this to be done. You forget that they want that because that's what they think will work best to help everybody.
Sure.
And if you're on the left and someone on the right is like, no, I think this, we need to do this. And you're like, no, you're wrong, I hate you. It's like, no, they genuinely think that's probably what's best for everybody.
Yeah.
So the majority of people have the common goal of like making the best country or world for everyone. And we forget that we're all have the same goal, and we come down to like, that's why I don't watch the news, because really just try and divide us.
I mean, the thing is, like, they highlight what will gather more attention. So instead of highlighting the good in society, which predominantly I think people are good. I think most people in the world are naturally good people, but you don't get to see that on a media standpoint because highlighting the negative and highlighting the bad gathers more attention. Like, you want to watch someone like do something crazy because you know, the adrenaline, the hate, the feelings, the emotions that come with it.
They play on emotions.
They play on that, and that's kind of why we don't watch it. But I would like to think, and I want to think, that people are genuinely good. Yes, there are evil and bad people in the world. Of course there are, but yes, absolutely. I think there are a few of them, and they should not get attention. I think who should get the attention is the good people. Agreed. The people that are for people, and no matter what color they are. Yeah. Like, let's just love people because they're people.
What do you think about, so I heard Morgan Freeman say, like, what's a good way to, like, combat or end racism? And he said, stop talking about it. He said, well, let me finish what he said. He said, I would like you to, instead of calling me a black man, I am a man. Instead of me calling you a white man, you are a man. So, like, a headline instead of white cop kills black man. Sure. Like, what if it just says cop kills man? And it's like, either way, that guy is evil. Why do we have to bring his the color into it? You know what I mean? You know, and then you, because just by saying that, by having the color in front of the noun, you are separating people. Right? Why can't it just be a man killed a man? Okay, the man who killed a man is obviously evil. Because he killed somebody. Because not all white people are evil. Right. He's a murderer. Not all white cops are evil. Sure. Right. That's what I'm just saying. Like, and then you put everyone on the same field. Everyone should be held to the same standard, right? I think I definitely agree with Morgan Freeman, where he's like, let's just stop bringing the color into it and just highlight who the person is, right? But then again, for the people who have been silenced by their color the whole time, I get where they're coming from, where they're saying, no, my ancestors have been through a lot because of their color. Let's not silence that. Let's remember that, and like remember that there are still people that are hurting from that. And I understand that too. That makes sense. There's a lot of hurt that comes with the color of your skin, and that was years and centuries before we were even born. And so I don't say to silence it. I don't say that at all. Well, I think there's a difference between silencing it and like not perpetuating it. Sure. So, well, let's just give you an example. Like if you, so you're around the kids, right? Sure. My nieces and nephews all the time. And if the news says, stops saying black versus white and this white person, this black person. Sure. And not necessarily that we don't teach them history of it, of like slavery and emancipation and stuff, like the history of it. They should learn that, sure. Of course, I think that's a good thing. But if we don't like keep saying like, oh, well, there's all these people out there, then if they ever experience that situation of like a racist situation, they'd be so confused. Because they'd be like, what are you talking about? Like, that's my Aunt Shireen. Yeah, she has darker skin. But she's just a person. One of them said that this morning too. He was like, is your mom like dark like you? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I think it's important. Because it's a learned behavior, I think. I think it's important to learn the history. What I do think is important is to learn that human beings are human beings no matter what color they are. And however you treat this human being that looks like you is how you should treat the other human being that doesn't look like you. Because let's be real, the people that are hateful and evil from way back then, they're gonna die soon, right? And they're gonna leave people, and that hate and stuff will trail down if they talk about it to their, you know, their kids, their grandkids, whatever. But let's say we teach our kids the other way. Like, let's say we teach our kids like love people because they're people, no matter what, they are people, and show that good, then hopefully that goodness will reign over all the evilness. Because I refuse to believe that majority of the world is racist and evil. I just won't believe it. I think the media wants you to believe that. Yes, so that you vote a certain way. I just won't believe it. I would believe that there are evil people and there are good people, but I will want to be one of the good ones that will make good people. Agreed. And just shine above all the evil. That's what I want. So I think people should keep talking about it, but definitely not highlight the differences, but think about what the good it is, that we're all human beings, and here we are, no matter what skin, color,
what culture, human beings are human beings.
Agreed.
One.
We gotta wrap this up.
That's a long video. That's a long
I think I'm gonna
video.
cut a lot of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I just love nature. This is so nice. And you know what too? This reminds me so much of like the hills that we grew up in, Guava Ridge. Like, it's
Big up Squabble Ridge.
big up Guava Ridge for sure. All the trees, all the land, everything is there. The only thing we didn't really have is like the lake.
Yeah.
But like even just driving, it's not really a road after a certain point. It's just gravel and
Yeah.
you're just driving and it's a one lane
Yeah.
for like 2 cars.
Right.
Because somebody's gonna come this way and it's one narrow lane and you really have to like
Yeah.
just stick to your side and
It's
really
been so
go.
nice to be up here though and kind of like
Yeah.
relax and
Relax.
unwind and
Yeah.
forget about all the things, all the
All the
stresses.
stressors, yeah. Can you even see me?
I don't know.
I definitely got some sun.
Yeah.
I love it. We should do one of those TikTok videos just for fun. Not get an account or anything, but just for fun. No?
I'll keep it in mind.
Okay, fine. Well, thanks for watching.
Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate you.
We love you guys. Take in some views. Hopefully Peter gets a good like scenery of the peacefulness up here.
It's so great.
Thanks for watching again. This is really nice.
Yeah. Do you feel more relaxed?
I definitely feel, and for a person who doesn't really know how to relax very well, I feel at ease. I feel at peace. I'm not going a mile a minute.
Got it.
And it's really, really nice. Thank you for bringing me here. Mwah.